So Jey Uso's back in the WWE? Maybe, maybe not. We're going to discuss this and more on this upcoming edition of Weekly Roundup. First up, what happened on Monday Night Raw? JD McDonough created a distraction that caused Damian Priest to get a win over Sami Zayn in the opening match, but Damian Priest is not pleased and leaves JD McDonough to get beat up by Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. Now we have Mike The Miz coming out to LA Knight's music, and he is impersonating the megastar. He's dressed up as him. He did it to Cena, he did it to Rock, and he wants to put an end to the Yeah movement. Now we have Mick Riddle, Drew, and Matt Riddle at ringside evaluating this matchup between the Nasty Viking Raiders and the New Day. The Viking Raiders are able to get a win over the New Day and defeat them in this amazing tag team match. Now we have Rhea Ripley telling the Judgment Day if they don't all walk out with gold, that there will be some changes. Some changes within Judgment Day. Mommy is taking the lead. Damian and Finn are still kind of at odds, but Mommy's trying to put them in place. We'll just say it like that. Now we have Gunther being pissed off, and he makes a match with Chad Gable again for next week on Raw for the IC title. Gunther Gable 3 tonight on Monday Night Raw. And yeah, now we have Chad Gable versus Ludwig Kaiser, ending in a disqualification after Giovanni Vinci interferes. Now we have Shinsuke Nakamura wanting to dismantle Seth Rollins, then attacking Seth while he's in the ring, laying him out. Now we have Ciampa attacked by Bronson Reed ahead of their match, and then he goes on to defeat Reed in their matchup. Rhea comes out and cuts a promo, but Raquel Rodriguez comes out, and basically these two just brawl. They lay it all out ahead of their match at Payback. Now we have a brutal main event, a Falls Count Anywhere match where Becky Lynch is able to get the win over Zoe Stark. Now what happened on Smackdown? John Cena returns and kicks off Smackdown. He's hyping everything up until getting interrupted by Jimmy Uso, who ends up getting an attitude adjustment from the Invisible Man himself. Jimmy should have just stayed backstage, but he ended up getting an aid. Now we have Grayson Waller and Austin Theory getting an awesome win over Rey Mysterio and Santos Escobar on the first match here on Friday Night SmackDown. Now we have Bobby Lashley and the Street Profits coming for power, influence, and championship gold. This faction is turning out to be something very good here. I can't wait to see what they do, but they want gold. That's the part that stood out to me. They want championship gold, and time only tell. I think they're going to get it. So now we have Sammy and KO getting a great win over the LWO ahead of their Steel City street fight at Payback. Now we have two of the best talkers in WWE coming face to face, The Miz and LA Knight. Yeah. They battle it out on the mic, but the segment ends with Miz getting his scroll-crushing finale on LA Knight, but then LA Knight comes back and attacks him, resulting in officials having to separate the two. These two have had a heated rivalry, two of the best talkers on the mic, and they having a match at Payback. Now we have Shotzi getting a great win over her longtime rival Bayley after an assistance from Charlotte Flair. Can you believe it? Charlotte Flair came back and helped Shotzi get the win over Bayley. Now we have in the main event Solo getting an amazing win over AJ Styles after an assistance from Jimmy Uso, who almost gets Samoan spot from Solo himself before Paul Heyman calls it off. So there was a little bit of miscommunication here. Jimmy helped Solo get the win, but Solo's about ready to get him. but Paul Heyman called it off, and then Jimmy goes on to Uso splash onto AJ Styles, basically sending a message to anybody in the locker room, and especially to AJ Styles and the OC. Now we have what happened at the Premium Live event Payback after a brutal, brutal steel cage match. Becky Lynch gets a good win over Trish Stratus, who then turns on her partner in crime, Zoe Stark. Trish and Zoe are no longer together. It seems like there's a little bit of tension there, and Becky and Trish, they laid it all out in the ring. Becky was able to get that win, and basically a 5-star classic in my opinion. Now, after an amazing match with the host John Cena as the special guest referee, LA Knight, gets a nice win over The Miz. Now we have Rey Mysterio defeating Austin Theory to retain the WWE United States Championship. And after the best daggone tag team Steel City street fight that I've ever seen in my life, one of the best tag matches I've ever seen in my life, the Judgment Day win the undisputed WWE Tag Team Championships from Sammy and KO. The Judgment Day all now hold gold, and my gosh, that was a 5+ star match. Steel City Street Fight was absolutely amazing. If you haven't seen it, you need to go watch it. It was awesome. It was fantastic, and it paid great tribute to Terry Funk. Now we have Cody Rhodes guest appearing on the Grayson Waller Effect to announce that Jey Uso is coming back to WWE and coming to Monday Night Raw. It is official. Jey Uso is back in the WWE. He's not going over to that other company. He's not done for good. He's back, but he's back on Monday Night Raw. He doesn't want anything to do with the Bloodline. He wants out of Smackdown. He quit Smackdown, but now he's moved to the Raw roster, where only time will tell. So make sure you tune in to Raw tonight and check out and see what Jey Uso has to say. But Grayson Waller gets to running his mouth in this segment. After Jey comes out, Grayson, he's running his mouth as he always is, and it ultimately leads to him getting super kicked by main event Jey Uso. And what better way to end that is saying, yeah. Now we have Rhea Ripley able to successfully retain her WWE Women's World Championship against Raquel Rodriguez. These two had a pretty decent match, and Rhea was able to get the win, and she keeps her title. And Judgment Day is still holding all the gold. Now we're going on to the main event, Seth Rollins, Shinsuke Nakamura. We cannot fail to mention that amazing entrance from Shinsuke, that comic book type of entrance. It made it feel like this match was being put to the level of a WWE Championship match, but the World Heavyweight Championship was on the line in this match. And after a great match, an amazing match with even the Great Muta himself out in the crowd looking on, Seth Rollins was able to retain, even with a bad back, against Shinsuke Nakamura to retain the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. What a week. What a jam-packed week in WWE. We got to tune into Raw tonight, especially to see what main event Jey Uso is going to say. But with that being said, please make sure to like, please make sure to subscribe. I'm sorry if this video is coming to you a little late, but we're trying to get it to you before Monday Night Raw. So make sure you check out Raw tonight. Make sure you check out Matchup, Fight for Supremacy, Ministry Minute, and all the other shows. And this Wednesday, a very special episode of Rising Up is coming out. All the episodes of Rising Up are going to be put together in one video for you to watch. You could take a few days and watch a little bit at a time, but the whole season of Rising Up, the whole first season, is going to be available this Wednesday at 11 a.m. So make sure to check that out as well. So remember, Jesus loves you, so do I. We'll see you next week, God be willing, on a brand new episode of Weekly Roundup.